Hello friend, good morning. So here in this lecture, Power Electronic System Design, we have to study unit number 6, and the unit name is fault finding and testing. So here course outcome of this sixth unit is interpret the need of environmental testing, documentation, and different testing tools for fault finding of electronic product. So student will interpret the what is the need of environmental testing, what is the purpose of documentation, and what is the purpose of testing tools for fault finding of electronic product. So here PO mapping are 1, 2, and 5, and BT level matches to 3. Content under this lecture we have to study environmental testing, temperature testing, vibration testing, humidity testing. Then okay, so all this testing we have to study in this lecture. So why to test product? Why there is need of testing of the product, that we have to see first. So here, to identify the weaknesses in materials and processes, to identify weakness, why the material or processes is not working, uh, what is the weakness in why this product getting failure. So we have to identify that first. Then objective is to eliminate those products that may fail early in the use. To eliminate that product at the early stage, which may fail in the early use. So that's why we have to test the product. So test methods are here: environmental testing, temperature testing, vibration testing, humidity testing. So these are the testing methods. So here you can see the various testing methods are there, as well as these what we have to test. So vibration modes, random, sine or random on random. These are the some methods, modes of this vibration, and that we have to measure. Shock, half sine, and sawtooth. Then vibration specification 4 hertz to 3 kilohertz, 60 gram maximum payload for 400 kg. Then bump machine 10 gram, 20 gram, 40 gram, like that. Altitude simulation with the thermal cycling to 7,000 feet. Then humidity simulation with thermal cycling. Then thermal cycle chambers minus 55 degree to plus 90-degree chambers are available, and in that the testing is done. Then ultraviolet simulation is also done, and salt spray and the military standard 801 G tests are done. Okay, so this is about the testing. Then test methods, one by one we will see these test methods. Special tests such as salt spray and salt fog test, spraying salty water on the product, and by that the product get tested. Then icing and freezing grain, then explosive decompression, explosive atmosphere, fluid compatibility, combined environment, sand and dust, fungus test, wind and rain exposure. These are the some test methods are there, and that we have to study over here. The environmental testing. The environmental testings are to test the product in their defined operating environment. Okay, the product is operated into the environment. Suppose if you are manufacturing the television set for the state of the Himachal. Okay, so that conditions are created over here in the laboratory, and then the product is tested for that. Simulates actual condition in closed space. These actual conditions are simulated in the closed space. Then simulation in terms of the climatic and mechanical conditions for operational and transportation conditions. When the product is transported from the one place to other place, for what conditions are created, what conditions may be there, that conditions are created over here, and then it is tested or simulated. So here one test chamber is shown here, and in this the product is kept, and it is a test for that. Environmental test methods are dry heat test, then vibration test, then solar radiation test, bump test, altitude test. These are the environmental testing. So here dry heat test applicable to both heat dissipating and non heat dissipating product or components, determines ability to use, transport or store at high temperature. Uh, the ability of storing at the high temperature, what is happening with the high temperature, that is determined, does not guarantee ability of specimen to operate during the temperature variation. So this test will not gives the guarantee of that. Then dry heat test carried out in a dry heat chamber with the monoblock construction. And the monoblock means one machine is connected to other one. Yeah, one machine is driven by the other one, like that. So properties of the heat chambers are multi-layered insulation with double vapor barrier, having low K factor and having low K factor. Okay, so here it is having high density, non-hygroscopic in nature, means the ability of the absorbing the moisture from the air, that is known as the hygroscopic in nature, and air circulation is a forced type. So dry heat test report sample. See, you can see over here. This is the report sample. First test equipment, test site, programmable temperature and humidity chamber, product, signal to noise ratio. Then lab environmental condition, ambient temperature, relative humidity, test method, public specification, reference to IEC, Institution of Electronics. Um, the standard number, uh, the so and so testing procedure, operating temperature for the period of number of hours, and testing software, quantity testing period. Okay, this is the one sample test report for the this dry heat testing. Then next one is the vibration testing. What is mean by the vibration testing? So here, most common mechanical stress environment extensively used in development of aerospace, automotive, industrial and portable product, created using electrodynamic shaker, referred to as a shaking of product or package, determines ability to survive in a real world condition. Consider environmental condition, transportation environment, operating environment, storage environment for sensitive product. Okay, so by considering all these conditions, this vibration testing is done. So here, uh, one heat exchanger is there. So here, this is actually a heat exchanger for the this is for the dry heat uh, testing, thermal testing, sorry. Then vibration test techniques. The vibration test techniques are the sinusoidal testing exposed to the vibration at a slowly changing environment. Examples are acceleration, displacement, and velocity. Swept sign testing exposes product to full range of the vibration, excitation, variable frequency. Random testing, real world transit situation is duplicated for transportation, seismic and operating vibration. Okay, this is the random testing. Then bump testing simulates the physical environment experienced during the transportation. And these are the standard ASTM standard, ASTM MD 3580 and ISO standard 8318 ISO 9022-10. So according to these standards, the vibration testing is done. So here, vibration test continue to be placed into the harsher environments and PCB component vibration dampening remains the challenge for many industries. So you can see over here. So what is happening with the vibration? See, if this PCB vibrates like this component may get damaged. Okay, so your PCB manufacturing should be such that it will tolerate the vibration and nothing will happen with the board. Okay, or this can survive in this much of the vibration. So this is the vibration test. Okay, so vibration test, you can see this. This is the one machine. This machine creates the vibration. This instrument is attached to that, and by this machine, the vibration is measured. The next one is the temperature testing. So here, temperature, direct relation to electronic reliability over the time. Okay, so we know the reliability R of T is equal to e raised to minus lambda T. That is related to the reliability or related to the temperature. Okay, so here determines the failure mode, helps in determining the safety margin, and provides failure rate, mean time between failure in clear figures methods. Temperature extreme testing. Temperature methods used here are temperature extreme testing, temperature cycling, and thermal shock test. So here, temperature extreme test. Determine at what temperature will a device cease to function properly, hot or cold. Carried out by the linear profile or step stress profile. Temperature is changed to extreme ends in steps or linearly. Allows for the soak at each temperature of interest to fully confirm operation at each temperature. You can see this graph. Uh, this is carried out by the linear profile or by the step one. The temperature, this can be changed from the linear motion or in a step by step. So here, also known as environmental stress screening, this temperature cycling is known as the ESS, where ESS is the environmental stress screening. Cycling through two temperature extremes at relatively high rate of change and screens the product to catch early term latent defect cycles. You can see this figure. This is the time and this is the temperature. Okay, so this is the cycle. This is the first, second, third, and fourth. So first, high temperature stabilization. So then second transition is the transition to low temperature. Then third one, low temperature stabilization. So, and this is transition to the high temperature. Okay, so this is the one more figure. This is the uh, time on this axis and the temperature on this y-axis, and this much is the test duration. Then thermal shock test. Thermal shock, similar to the temperature cycling but more severe, air or liquid based testing. It is similar to temperature cycling. What happen in temperature testing, that is the temperature changes in a cycling manner. Okay, here it is like that. Air or liquid based testing, air to air thermal shock employs the very high rate of temperature change, typically 30 degree per minute or higher, and the liquid to liquid systems can transfer greater thermal energy at higher rates and are used for the component level stress test. Okay, so here thermal shock test, you can see in this diagram. This is the hot liquid. It is flows through this product. This is known as the thermal shock test. Thermal shock testing for the LEDs. You can see over here. This is the thermal test equipment, and this one is the test LED. The temperature controlled heat sink. This is the temperature controlled heat sink, and this is the integrating sphere. This one is detector, and this is the auxiliary LED. Okay, so this is the photometric or radiometric measurement in the thermal steady state is done. So here thermal transient tester is block diagram is given over here. So this one is the temperature controlled environment. Here this is the temperature controlled environment is created. Device under test. This is the device under test. This is the power switch unit, and this one is the current source. This is sample and hold circuit, and this is AD analog to digital converter. This one is the data memory, and this is the controlling PC. Okay, and this one is the digital control unit. So like this is the a thermal transient tester is designed. So then humidity test, relative humidity, amount of moisture in a year relative to maximum moisture capacity of the year at that combination of temperature and pressure. How this is related to the product testing? How this is related to the product testing? Many electronic devices are susceptible to the damaging effect of moisture either by direct condensation or by indirect effect. So here, first one we will see the direct condensation. Formation of water droplet on the device enters from the device case and damage the sensitive components, result in shorting of electrical components and initiation of the corrosive effect. To prevent it, make a device water resistance. For preventing this, device is made the water resistance and by selective sealing of the moisture sensitive components. Okay, so if it is the moisture sensitive components are selected, then this problem will not be come. So you can see this is the one of the screen, and on this, due to the moisture, some water droplets get formed on the screen. Okay, so that may enter into this device and they may get damage the sensitive components. Linear humidity response of the carbon. You can see one here. Again, same thing over here. This is the test chamber. This one is the one electronic component or laptop. Then this compressed air. This one is the nitrogen. This one is the water. So here some this is the combinedly test chamber is there, and that creates the that humid environment, and that is checked or the simulated. Then wire and cable test is also done. You can see over here. This is the this picture shows this. This is the cable, and this is tested with the help of this a machine. Next one is the high altitude test and bump test. So this aeroplane flies at the uh, height of the 7,000 feet, and by that the altitude test is done. Okay, actually it is simulated in the laboratory, but this picture shows this high altitude, and at the same time you can see when it passes through the cloud, and that time this aeroplane gets bump, and that is known as the bump testing. Okay, so one more thing, one bump testing you can see over here. This car is tested for the bump testing. Okay, thank you.